themselves now only a map away from taking Heroic out of the tournament, removing 3 more Danes from Copenhagen. The only Danish crew remaining after Ecstatic go earlier on to G2. And to think it's biguzera and his boys to do it, that's the most impressive part. This is the 3rd major for biguzera in the paiN jersey. He's been in this team 5 years. This is his 3rd different roster at a major, and this one's looking the best yet. It's challenger stages, opening stage for the other 2 teams at both Stockholm and at Paris, but here in Copenhagen, sky's the limit. It'd be one thing if that map was competitive, but it was anything but.
Yeah. Even this pistol round gets off to a very, very rough start for Heroic. They lose 2 players down in lower to open, and with that, they actually end up losing the bomb as well. One back from Nikodos. I mean, the Danes really want this. As you say, last Danish core left. Other than that, you're rooting for individuals, and even where the bulk of those individuals find themselves ain't so safe for the Danes right now.
All on their own, and none of them with the bomb. B, top mid, and A. Quite a skirmish here.
Crazy that paiN have gone to fully play around it. A lot of teams would almost give the respect of, letting that bomb be retrieved, knowing that Heroic would have to waste so much time in clearing this out. But paiN want to fight here and now, and 3 players staring at you down the hallway.
How do you even win that fight? And now they're coming both from the same position. Like, this is just a shooting gallery. This is a firing squad. Bullets connect in their legs and in their heads.
Vamos, porra! Vamos, caralho!
paiN, proud to represent Brazil, coming through with a pistol. The only remaining roster from their country where Furia fell, Imperial couldn't keep in it.
And Brazil never forgot what the Heroic org and what the Danes did to rob a dream run at their home major. They want to return the favor here and now as they win the pistol. Heroic, it's desperate times calling for desperate measures. Nerds donning a scout here, or kicksound rather. Dead immediately over in middle, so that will get away from them. And that gun is a long distant memory. The one thing that they had to do anything with in this round, eliminated immediately. And so paiN look to keep it squeaky clean on the conversion. They've come into Mirage with some real weight behind these plays. Everything's been so decisive. I know we're only 2 rounds in and this was an anti-eco, so I'm not getting too ahead of myself. But in the pistol round, they fight lower, they drop the bomb, they all go flock to the bomb and play around it. They're pushing apartments and they're pushing top mid in the anti-eco. These are very ballsy ways to open up Mirage, and it's clear that paiN want to try and ride this high and just force the issue into Heroic as much as they can.
Yeah, keep them down while they are. And I love that you mention Rio, because it's not once but twice the Heroic organization and the core of Danes took down Furia on home soil, and once at the major and then at Rio as well in the playoffs last year. And wow, what a story that would be for the Brazilians to do it back to Heroic on Danish soil. We are a long way from that though. As Heroic get into their gun round, they need results and they need them immediately. They'll find 2 kills in mid. Heroic running the gauntlet. Nerds, one of the star players, one of the best Mirage players of last year, on these lurks. And look at him bottom mid T side. This rotation's being heard, but Lux lets him pass, only to bite later. Still have to consider Nerds at all points in the round that he could be in window, he could be in connector, but they are flanking this bomb.
When you hear the rotate run it like that, Lux knows he's hit the golden timing. He actually pounces very early there. Almost wonder, could he have held that shot and got even more out of it, but he just takes the one while it's available. And so that returns the 3-on-3. paiN still stacked 2 strong over in this A site. 1 man under Palace will get burnt out now. Nerds dead down in the bottom of mid. And this one is falling apart as paiN on their bonus round continue to keep racking them up.
They know what they're up against. The whole time they're constantly checking their back for Nerds and they're looking for him. So after Lux finds that flank frag, making everyone paranoid and turn around. He reroutes top mid to kill Nerd, to save those connector players from looking at mid, and they can crossfire the bomb coming out of ramp, which they know it is. What a great move from Lux. The talent pool in Brazil goes deep, and even though we've not seen them, this roster, make a run yet, they are really putting together a cohesive argument for one.
Nerds just need something to bring him back into the fold. A round like this can sometimes be the perfect moment. Tech9 opens, one kill from him down at lower, but he's going to get chased, going to get run at. Another from Nerds. Pressure's off in rounds like these. You weren't expecting much from him anyway, so a double kill is nice, but they immediately hound down that man in bottom middle. And so if one thing's clear, paiN have come into this one with a point to prove. They want the fights. They want it to be a bloodbath. They want it to be a brawl. Kixan dead as they swing him together. A very aggro game from paiN, and it's doing well by them thus far.
Similar to the CT side of Nuke, where it's like, not only is it that you never see a 1v1 get taken without support, but also when Heroic feel like they're in a comfortable position, they just get surrounded and choked out. Like, biguzera's jumping out window after Nerds has killed 2 players under, and they're swinging him con. Like, paiN will throw everything they've got at Heroic. Ready to be doubted, ready to be eliminated, but they're not ready at all. 4-0 lead on Heroic's map pick with Nuke dominantly in their pocket. Nothing short of impressive for paiN. Look at the aggression again. biguzera. The Brazilian donk does it dirty up top mid. NQZ even attempted an underpick with the AWP. He will miss his shot, and Nerds does a lot of damage, but sjuush cannot escape the scope. Nika does out ramp. Bomb with him as well. Meanwhile, B-Fake coming in. They don't need to make noise on this A side, but they are crossing into the waiting arms of Nissim, who hits his. Kixan can get a plant. He may as well take it. Oh, he wants to go round the world. He knows he slipped the net for a B play, but Nerds is not safe as they flank him in apartments. Kixan is all that remains. 1 on 5, and he's got nades in hand. 5-0 for paiN Gaming. Apocalyptic result if this were to be a 2-0 over Heroic with the form we've seen from this new squad. An explosive debut at Katowice and a clean run themselves through the EU Open qualifier. They had to earn this spot in Copenhagen, and they've done that every step of the way. 3-0 opening stage, defeating FaZe in a BO1. And now these plucky young Brazilians are here to pack a punch.
Yeah, they really are. And I don't know, just the way that they're playing, there's so much gumption, there's so much aggression in all of these moves. You know that right now, biguzera knows he's in the head of Heroic, and that Heroic don't have, they haven't demonstrated, at least yet, that ability to kind of dust themselves down and pick themselves back up. And so they're looking to keep Heroic down and out of this game. Every move, there's so much intent, there's so much room looking to get taken by paiN at the start of these rounds. They want you to feel claustrophobic. They want you to feel boxed in, like you don't have any moves to make. They've done a great job of making Heroic feel that burn thus far. Even in this round, look at the aggro move that paiN are making, pushing NQZ all the way through the Palace position. And so that allows them to take this gamble, a heavy lean. Oh, just ignore that. Don't bother boosting window anymore. That could have been a way to try and disrupt the backline instead. It's just going to keep biguzera floating around at the murder hole for a little bit longer.
Oh, the aggression punished. Nerds getting something on a lurk finally. And might draw a second player over to the B site. biguzera's begun a rotation. He's still holding. The timing is everything. Kicks and crosses. He saw him. And he knows that's one-way info, so he risks going back through the murder hole and finding exactly that. There's still a player in the palace. NQZ's orb raining down. This bomb has to cross. There's plenty of time. NQZ may only play the retake, but it's the last position they expect.
If anything, him taking so long is only going to make them discount this more and more, and so that kill's free. That's in over towards ramp. Nikodos trapped on the site is just caught in the open by biguzera. And Nert's even tagging him down in the molly. They know where he is now. They know where he's got to. And so everyone's looking at him as they come in for this retake. Nert's flashed off the angle and can't take this fight. Never even given the chance to play the 1-on-3. The Newton Nert's continues to struggle to ever get going here. That last map, by the way, I was just crunching the numbers on it. That was his 5th worst map ever.
Wow.
So one of his worst performances at such a crucial juncture. And now they're doing a great job of keeping that pressure on and getting in his head even more. That's like one of the most brutal ways to have lost a 1v3. You never even get the chance to play it.
Shockingly strong for paiN. Heroic feeling like a deer in headlights right now, frozen, just waiting for the crash. Can they get off the road in time? Second pause used. As the rounds keep on slipping by. A bomb plant allows rifles once again. There's no orb for Nikodos. biguzera back to his winning ways, 12-2. Bottom frag last map, didn't matter. He is well and truly in control at the moment. He keeps rushing window and sending it up mid. It's only TeSeS there this time, and biguzera goes under. Look at the amount of real estate he's cleared. He won't commit. He won't know it's going to be a full AA execute, but the smokes will make that clear.
Map 1 paiN were pretty respectful of Heroic. They were willing to pay their dues, but on this one, it's a whole different beast. biguzera is playing on intuition, and intuition alone, and it's doing so well by him. He wants to take as many fights as he can, and with good reason at 14-2 from your captain. If that doesn't inspire the rest of the squad, if that doesn't get the blood pumping, then nothing will. And for paiN, they can feel that it's their time. Immediate trade on TeSeS, and so Nikodos, you've got a whole minute to just sit there and think about how impossible this 1v4 is and how dire this situation is that Heroic find themselves in. There's nothing worse than this. You lose the round so dominantly, so quickly, that you just have to sit there in dead silence, watching someone save an AK.
I can't believe that biguzera flashes himself under for the kill, clears the stairs, and still gets a double denial of the entry out A. They run through a palace smoke. This is getting desperate for Heroic.
And coming into this was a map they hadn't lost at the major so far. They won it both times it's cropped up, had Heroic. There'd been no positive signs for paiN on Mirage, not even domestically. It feels like Heroic are just capitulating, crumbling under the pressure of an elimination game that, after their results in the opening stage, after their first match in the elimination stage, you didn't even envision them being in this spot.
Okay, maybe this is something on the fade. Crosshair wrong place. Nerds with a trade, and Nikodos hits a massive deagle onto the top-performing biguzera. They're not ready for this, I can tell you that. Kawa is cornered in connector, waits for Nerds to walk right past. And he's going to get exactly what he wants. He won't take one.
Oh,
he wants
man.
the whole thing, the whole round, and he might have found it. TeSeS is spotted. There's a cross. Lux allows for the kill, but he will put sjuush on 1 point of health. No bomb, no gun, no chance, no Heroic.
Ué, caralho! Vamos, caralho! Vamos, porra! Mano, guys, Deus está
Unbelievable. How? How do you let two players pass? That is
dude, the balls
unreal.
to go for that from Cowers, like knowing that was the round right there. If they turn around, if they check for him, that's it. Round's done. Hope of winning, it's over. Doesn't just take the one kill while he's got it. He milks that for all it's worth. And you know, if you're biguzera there, you're watching on with a big smile on your face, man. Like even considering how this tournament started for Cowers, second bottom-rated player in the opening stage, heading into their later games as we got into the BO3s. You just saw the guy who has been struggling in this roster make an insanely confident, ballsy play that wins you the round. biguzera can tell his team have never been in a form like this. They've never been in a place like this where they're feeling this level of confidence across the board, across the roster. And now you have biguzera showing up as well. For paiN, it feels like the sky's the limit in this BO3. And maybe even for the whole elimination stage.
I just don't think, even if Heroic finds some rounds here towards the end of the half, pick up some confidence, pick up some reason to believe again, I don't think paiN are going to stop in this oppressive style, this constant map control getting taken, double ramp push. I mean, every round has a new decision, a new path,
exactly,
and a new answer.
If you're Kickstand, this feels almost impossible because it's like, this isn't the team you research. This isn't the plays you've seen them make on this map before. Because as mentioned, they're playing on biguzera's say-so, and his level of kind of intuition and read of the game is fantastic. That's how he does so well in these. It's not like he's just some raw mechanical player. He's got the big picture in mind at all times. And even in this round now, full T-spawn wrap. Well, that's going to start freeing up players to rotate over to B. And so Heroic, that means they're walking right in to paiN's hands. That one kill to NQZ could spice things up. Cowers back of the site, can't deal with the split up through short. And so now biguzera on this wrap round. All the pressure falls to him. Gets here in good timing. Gets here in great timing. They won't be ready for this, and he's got one kill offered up for free. sjuush core. Now the element of surprise is gone. Nertz is still a long way away, and his teammates are both low and dealt with over on short. Now's the time, Nertz. Now's the time for redemption. It's now or never. Smoke on the bomb. Nertz plays right into their hands with the swing, and he can't deal with biguzera. Flying high for paiN right now.
What, guys?
And the flawless scoreline kept up as Nertz is locked out of the clutch.
And that's all they needed. They set him up for it, for success, for where he does his best work, closing the rounds. A 1v2, the bomb in his position. Everyone's so low, you could feel that 2v4 materializing. And what a perfect bait for the trade. biguzera, his team hang on his every word. 17-3, yet to concede a round on Mirage. Heroic's map pick, and abolished.
Look at it, look at the confidence.
The knives are out, they're just getting kerfuffled. Getting shaken.
This is like the Nertz bread and butter round. This is the Nertz standard. The chow mein, the egg fried rice, it's everything, it's all the basics. Chips and curry sauce, this is his sort of round. Walking out through the ramp, he gets all the way to the sandwich.
Beans on bloody toast.
So this is where he's got to do something. He's got to find something for Heroic. These are the rounds he likes to play, and up close, he will deal with Nissim. First kill found.
Good molly as well is going to cut out the CT player who wants to get aggressive with that smoke. Cowers forced over, but they have not seen nor heard. They find out the hard way as Cowers takes two with him. Nika does, delayed, and soon to be denied. He can hit a quick shot, but that bomb is too far gone, and so is the round. Double digits, yet to drop the ball once.
And now for Heroic, the whole nature of this game changes. It's no longer, let's try get it to a third. Now it's, let's not get 13-0'd. Let's not be sent out from the major without getting a single round on our map pick. And that's not the winning mentality. I don't have to tell you that. They should never have got here, but biguzera is undeniable. This paiN squad, undeniable.
And that's a third roster. We said paiN were done after Paris. They lost their best players. They lost their firepower trio. They found a new one. And biguzera better every single major. Nissan falls first. Heroic needs something. They need anything. An entry kill and space taken, but paiN will not relent.
These can sometimes be the hardest rounds to put away, right? Your opponent really just lets it all hang out, lets it all loose. Heroic play this one like they've got nothing to lose, and at this point, they don't. Here they are, trying to get set up in post plants. Cowes closing the gap, and he's just coming to his own as we've hit this second map as Cowes starts with that insane trigger discipline round over in the connector, and he's kept the ball rolling ever since. NQZ not missing a beat. sjuush over in Palace, spotted and spammed out. It's just TeSeS left up all alone. Gets them off the bomb, but has to do more. They're chasing him down. Someone needs the defuse. Cowes is on it. Will biguzera be able to cover? He will. paiN keep racking them up, stacking them up. 11-0, no hope left for Heroic.
Unbelievable performance. And what a devastating way to be eliminated from the major. It hasn't happened yet, but it does feel inevitable, indefendable for Heroic. A 5v4 post-plant in every position, every crossfire, they cannot close. 1 B hit in the entire half, and even that was set up to succeed. paiN 2v4'd them. Last round of the CT side. Maybe penultimate round of the match. paiN with a statement, do not underestimate us. And maybe even a favorite for the 2-2 match for the playoff qualification tomorrow. For their job is only just beginning.
And the thing that's so awkward is right as paiN are playing their best level, their highest level, their most aggressive, in-your-face brand of Counter-Strike. Heroic can't even do what they usually do. The frequent options aren't open. The usual plays aren't working. It's an all-in shutdown of Heroic. Burnt out is Kixan, and it's just nikedoz trying to deny the inevitable, trying to stop that dreaded 0-12 heading into the second half. And there's no way! biguzera!
21-4, it's the opening stage all over again. 21 kills, 4 deaths on the captain of paiN Gaming, and his merry men are right behind him. biguzera's boys, biguzera's bandits, and they are robbing Heroic. Fair and square.
Spent his whole career in this team, his whole time playing, and over that time, led squads to the major. Picked apart after Paris. You felt like it was done. This was meant to be his toughest challenge yet. But he has risen to the occasion as an individual. He has brought the best out of this team. The sum greater than the individual parts for paiN.
Look at that score. You do not see one-man carries in Counter-Strike like this. Not often. biguzera, it's just another day. And against some of the world's best, against European competition the entire time. No asterisks, no caveat on the paiN run. No question. They have been underdog in near every game they've faced, and now they make that statement, 12-0. Can they close it?
That's what they want now. They don't want to say that they just eliminated Heroic. They want to say they embarrassed Heroic. They ruined Heroic. But in this pistol, at least, Heroic have showing up with something, a flawless pistol round.
That's a smile enough.
That you smile here because it's like, well, at least we didn't get 13-0'd. But really, that's the only consolation prize you've got if you're Heroic.
It's something, it's anything. They've had no reason to celebrate, no success in their pick. And a brief delay before what feels to be inevitable. The paiN take an eco at 12-1, I wonder. You're goddamn right they do.
Yeah, you know, just play to get it over and done with the rifles. Get them out as soon as you can.
Yeah, I like this. Don't waste
pressure.
this time. Just get in the next... Okay, they're wasting the time. They're dragging it out. Are they going to run 5 Palace, 4B, plant A? If Heroic fall for it, that will be hilarious.
biguzera said, there's other ways to embarrass Heroic. Check this out. And now he's called for the infamous 4B I plant A strategy. You've seen this one before.
Oh.
Missed molly for TeSeS, far from ideal, but should be able to contain the Glocks. They lose Kickstand, that's going to start pulling rotates away, but sjuush denies the bomb plant, and so there we go, couple more rounds for Heroic, I guess. But this one, it's a paiN victory teed up, locked, loaded, and ready to go. They play with Glocks there, so they could bring the rifles out straight away. This is still looking to be one of the most dominant wins in the major so far.
Absolutely. And at the most integral stage in a 1-2 game rather, with more to do, so much more for Heroic. Nothing to lose. They run up top mid, they invite themselves to the fight. paiN show 2 rifles, no commitment for the Danes. Nerds gets out. paiN come under. Smoke swapped, biguzera gets connector. biguzera v Nerds. I know who my money's on.
Awkward timing, but Nikodos will bail him out. At least deal with the rather large threat of biguzera playing through that con smoke. Only scary thing about Heroic is they now feel like a team with nothing left to lose.
There's a gap, but sooner the better for Nissim. That con smoke will fade and leave him open to 2 players. TeSeS dry fight succeeds. Nerds, Nikodos set up to succeed as well, and they find this round clean and easy. kai's hoping for a kill on the way out. He'll get that, but no more.
And even if every single individual recovers for Heroic, they're never going to be one massive play from biguzera away from elimination. That's the scary thing here. Even if in a few minutes' time, everyone on Heroic is feeling at 100% confidence, 100% faith that they've got this, sometimes it's just out of your hands when you're up against someone like a biguzera. And so that threat will never go away. A mammoth task ahead of them. 9 more rounds in a row would be needed. They have to go flawless themselves on the CT side.
Yeah.
So we won't entertain it yet. Instead, just feels like paiN have to find that one round, that one recipe.
And these ecos are such a nice way to do it as well, because you really can just let yourself off the leash. Run through a smoke. Push a Molotov. Jump round a corner. paiN blocked at the B site. They lose their quick mid split from biguzera. That drawing board is dragged out. Gotta admire how passive Heroic are able to play. Trigger fingers itching. In no hurry to get these antis over the line. I say that Nikodos jumps out the window, gives them a gun, they get back in.
Weapon retrieve for kai's, and they hear him moving around. They know that he's threading the needle through the backline. Nerds got to keep his wits about him here. He's in danger of getting pincered over in the connector, and kai's will pick that kill up with the pistols. They battled their way into a 3-on-3. This mini comeback for Heroic might be exactly that.
Too late.
Molly comes out too late and not in the right spot. NQZ allowed to get that bomb planted.
Oh, God.
No denial. It might just be the pistols finding it for paiN Gaming, unless a hero can emerge. Double kill out of sjuush. And that leaves it all on kai's, the one who got the ball rolling. The man who sat bottom of the board for paiN Gaming.
Good grenade.
Now Rather want to try and take it over the line and send Heroic out of the tournament, but sjuush with the stick will safeguard that round. And a good time for sjuush to come alive there and stop them from falling down to the pistols of paiN.
Yeah, some overswings there in the post one, right? That Tech 9 on TeTeSes going out into the open. Could have played off the rifle up close, but it's, you know, you want to believe it won't matter at this point. I can't believe Nikados does that. Just jumps up into the window. But crisis averted for one more round for Heroic. TeSeS, he's done all he can really in the series. It felt like he was the only one really performing on Nuke. And that feels the same, but can the rest of these Warriors warm up? Ooh.
Ooh, you don't want to start to get the old trembly hands here if you're paiN.
You want to call it now? 12-12?
Every bone in my body says no. But, you know...
What about your gut?
Oh, dude, it's the pressure of this situation. Getting that last round is deceptively hard. I still want to think that paiN have got this in the bag. Maybe they're feeling the same way, and sometimes that can be a threat onto itself. You saw that earlier on in the G2 Ecstatic game. Admittedly, not as great a lead. So paiN slow it right down.
It's the match point aspect. It's so tantalizing knowing that you can
exactly.
push it
and
over
they
the
played
line.
A very aggressive game so far, one where they were really just trying to KO Heroic. So going back to this slower, more methodical style is a hard thing to do. NQZ and Lux are both farmed up in at ramp. cows once again trying to be the spark that ignites this final round for paiN Gaming. With only 25 seconds left in a 2v4. Wait, the molly just burnt out Nerds. I don't know what just happened there. That's given them a bit of a leg up. There's still this backstab coming in from Kixan. That's the thing that should safeguard the round. cows plants the bomb. Kixan won't get there to deny it in time. And so biguzera, 1v3, mollied in Palace and spammed out by TeSeS. Heroic maintain control over the CT side.
Heroic are making it look like it's not a 12-5 game. They're making it look like it's just a normal match right now. They're playing off each other very nicely. The communication looks to be flowing. That reset of switching sides has definitely helped them a lot. Nikados hitting his shots. Kixan very active, getting these flanks. And like we've said the whole way through, Heroic have nothing to lose but faith. First timeout for paiN.
If you're Heroic and you see them calling in their first timeout, there's that part of you that's like, they are feeling the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing a little slow. They're playing a little more cautious, and you know, it's a sign of the times. You also don't want to overdo it with a hyper-aggressive round, but it's only CT rounds in this match. That is insanity. It feels different. It feels wrong when you see it like that. Mirage.
We're only one crazy biguzera round away from having this over and done with. But if that round never materializes...
5 deaths in a row with no kills in this half. Nikados hits his opener. But contact out ramp. This could be nice. There's a back turn. It's a good off angle, but sjuush finds nothing. Nerds is still looking at Palace right now. They're on the TeTeSes. He is almost open for the taking. Did they spot him? It doesn't look like it. They might just creep right past with absolutely no knowledge. His paranoia of the Palace unfounded. Nerds can end this round here and now. The longer he waits, the less they expect. Nerds sees one in his crosshair. Ready to take the kill and then swing for more. There's one. Nerds ending it, looking for 6. And it should be easy for Heroic now. Only Nissim in mid. Dinked. And soon to be dead. Step by step, Heroic walk that treacherous path.
And there's this little voice inside of you if you're Heroic, and you're saying, oh, are we about to do one of the greatest comebacks ever? Still a ways away from making it happen, but you were dead on in that last round where you said the communication is flowing, the individuals are stepping up, they're all on the same page for once, instead of being this disjointed mess that paiN were able to make them crumble into in that first half. This was the heroic you paid to see. And if anything, I think it's going to make it hurt more if it comes up against them, because then you're going to be left with this feeling of, man, what if we were just doing this but a little bit sooner? What if we brought our A game to Mirage a little bit sooner? Because waiting till your opponent has 12 before showing up to play is certainly a bold strategy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that one pays off. It's enforced to save.
That's now 6 in a row on this CT side.
That's now 18 in a row on CT sides.
paiN are clearly nervous.
Yeah, they definitely are. Like, we're seeing a real slowdown on this T side.
And this is where, you know, the lack of experience in these high-pressure games can cost you.
You want to talk about paiN having trouble closing the game? All you have to do is look to last night against the Mongols, right? That 12-10 round with a 2v4 going back against them. The 12-11 round where they miss a shot on a defuse. They still closed it in overtime, but it took some time. That should have been a locked-out game from paiN. And they had trouble ending it, Harry. Now, not to say I expected an issue here, but can paiN put it to bed? Can they do what they're meant to?
We've had this recovery from all the Danes. Mirage, sjuush, and TeSeS looking good across the last few rounds. Nerds slowly but surely finding his form again. Said it earlier on, had his 5th worst rated game or map ever in that previous of Nuke. He was a non-factor. Looked like it was going to be more of the same here.
Oh, that could have been a huge opening kill. There's only a minute on the clock and there's almost no util. They really would like to 5v4. They read the nade well and avoid it. And maybe this tempts them to boost up knowing TeSeS is low, but we still have that AWP back on B and a rotation coming towards the A side. 3 strong on this site. Cowers in Palace. And info getting gained on A as Heroic shuffle up the defense. Well, Nerds' position is pivotal. Can't give a gun away for nothing.
Oh god, not with Nikolas dying either. They line up for Nerds. So a nice free double kill down in Connector and the bomb at his feet. He's looking to safeguard it.
Wow.
And he won't let paiN Gaming in. It's just Lux left up in this one. The Deagle shut down by Nerds as he goes on a tear. 4 kills. Heroic, are they really doing this? Are they really trying this?
One step at a time. One by one.
That's how they have to take it, but they're making a very compelling case right now. paiN do not want to be remembered as the team that had the 12-0, ready to eliminate Heroic, and then let it slip away from them.
Yeah, that just opens up a 3rd map, right? That just opens up more play in this series. And that would be, well, you called 13-0 the most devastating loss, but this would be the most devastating loss. We are still not quite there.
I mean, it's a 5-round game now, and every single time paiN are losing, they're down to pistols, they're relegated down to hero guns. Like, each one of these rounds is hitting like a 2-for-1, especially with the lack of bomb plants. And so Heroic, they feel like they can do this.
Yeah, it's not like these rounds are close, that's the thing.
biguzera's been beat up early on over in middle. He's now low on health. He's been one of these hero figures, but even he struggled to get it going on the T side. Kicksan up close, bottom of the board, and that jump, that could have been everything. That could have been the opener. Instead, Kicksan comes out with the reply. They deal with Lux up through short. NQZ, biguzera, 2v4, and worlds apart as biguzera sets his sight on the flank to try win the game. He's cooking something here, but sjuush will read it. sjuush will deal with him.
Got to save.
And NQZ is relegated to the sidelines.
That is now 8 rounds in a row where biguzera has not gotten a kill. He was pivotal. He was unstoppable on the CT side. He was running towards Heroic fearlessly.
paiN need another pause. They need to kind of mentally bring themselves back into this because they're going through the motions. They're playing this slow game, playing in a Heroic's hands. They're not winning any of the openers. It feels like they're all freaking out that they are actually going to lose this. And if that's how you're feeling, if that's what you're thinking, that will reflect in how you play. As we said, Heroic have got nothing left to lose, man. Sure, it's elimination on the line, but at the 0-12 down, it's like, well, what else do we do but try? Let's just play our A game, do our thing, try get on the same page for once. And now they are believing that they could do this unthinkable task of 0-12 down.
Yeah, with every round Heroic get, that seesaw only weighs further in their direction. It picks paiN up off of the ground and it puts Heroic firmly on their feet.
Even saving the AWP here puts you in like a bit of a weird spot. You're going to be partial buying around it, so you know you at least have some legs to stand on here. And I hope this is that paiN pause. It's not. They play on.
It's only pistols around the AWP, so got to set up NQZ, give him a boost, maybe a top mid, let him go for a spawn-based pick, whatever he's feeling right now. He needs to just go for that opening kill. He's going to look towards B. It's been Kixon jumping here a while. They know that, but Kixon, these are very safe jumps. Using his technique effectively to avoid dying early, and he won't shoot the AWP blindly, not wanting to give away that information. Meanwhile, we have an A execute, if you can call it that. It's a couple of smokes, it's a flash, but it might even get them a bomb plant, to be honest. Heroic are playing very passive on the bomb site.
biguzera is the experienced man in this paiN squad. And so I am expecting that if anyone can save them, it's got to be him. Cowers has been trying. He's been trying his damnedest, man, across these last few rounds. But it's biguzera who's gone missing. And so he needs something.
Good smokes.
From the veteran player. Nissim opens on the deagle. This is one of the best spots that paiN have been in, and it's on a D ground. But they won't get in with that bomb yet. They won't get that bomb planted yet. sjuush deals with them from the spawn. They try to close in on him. They try to pressure him, but sjuush is not feeling that pressure yet. Finally deked back from Lux, and now it's just this hero AWP saved from the last round on the back of NQZ to try and give it a go. Plants available, but even the window on that is swiftly closing as Kicksan moves up through the spawn. NQZ's a dead man, shot in the side. A 3-round game now. Heroic are still closing this gap. They are trying to do the unthinkable. And we just have to sit here and watch.
This hurts. I feel like paiN just aren't on the same page in that call, right? They get full smokes down. Sure, just putting pressure on, but he puts that mid-site smoke, which if anything gives room for paiN to get a plant. They get the bomb all the way up to triple. They don't take it. They fight, and they get isolated into 1v1s by sjuush, who plays that to perfection. Don't get me wrong. But paiN, that round needed to be more. That had the potential for more with a player out backside, with a smoke giving them room. They won't take the better option. They will take a timeout. They need it. Absolutely frazzled as Heroic pull the comeback of dreams. If you're just joining us, this was a 12-0 CT side for paiN. Heroic are replicating.
It just shouldn't be happening like this.
I've never seen this before.
It shouldn't have like this. This would take the cake for all-time choke if it happens.
Yeah.
And that's what's running through paiN's mind right now. They're all thinking it. No one wants to say it. Maybe they should just to clear the air.
Laugh it off.
sjuush.
If they can close it now. Danger on the ramp. sjuush gives it up. There's an AWP that connects a double kill. Cowers comes in. They're going to chase down this AWP. Stuck under Palace. nikedoz fights out the king of the castle on top now. Nissim smokes himself. He can't punish. And nikedoz is given a second chance.
biguzera, look on the minimap. He's trying to make the play that wins the game right now. Running it through B. They've fully taken Heroic out of the site. If biguzera can maintain control of the B site till that bomb gets there, paiN are in their best spot yet.
They gotta go.
Best chance yet. The bomb's moving in on the back of NQZ.
Run.
biguzera holding the fort. Heroic have pieced together what is happening here.
There's still a lurk on ramp. This could be really, really awkward. Where if this ramp timing comes in too late, they're going to quickly get that bomb down and go for more peaks. biguzera.
This is for all the marbles, man. This is for everything. biguzera, back of the site. Good place for him. Good space for him. Nails that trade at least, but it sacrifices NQZ. Nissim nowhere to be found yet, and with biguzera dead, if they get on that bomb, Nissim will not get there in time. But they clear the site. They've got no idea. They don't expect this. Now nikedoz is on the angle, just looks away. Nissim's coming through. Oh, he's going to get them off the bomb. Just has nikedoz left to find. This could be it. They might save themselves. And with a missed shot from nikedoz, the comeback stopped in its tracks, and Heroic are done.
They said come to Brazil, but instead Brazil arrives to Copenhagen and not just qualifies, but displays quality against European TeSeS. paiN aren't just here to earn more regional spots. They're here for the